UEFA Euros 2024, German hosting the competition. And yesterday we saw Game of Thrones. Spain, Italy was absolutely incredible. Massive game. Performance wise was just a game that I describe as game of the tournament. Probably maybe games to come. But Italy and Spain just show us what football is all about. Yes, Spain couldn't actually get their own goal, but they won the game and they deservedly won it by 1-0. And it was an own goal for sure. And hey, as they say, hard work usually pays. Spain with the youngsters was just incredible. Well, I'm here with Sammy and Chimsy. I think today a lot of games have also gone on as well. Sammy, Spain absolutely massive, and we saw the defensive work, the midfield wise. Rodri was absolutely incredible in that build up of that game. For sure, we thought Rodri was just included in a world class players in Manchester City, but in Spain, he's showing the class that he used to be. Sammy, what is really going on with that DM of a player in Rodri?
Yeah, so when it comes to Rodri, I think he has the special qualities of DM. One thing that he has is the vision. He's been able to control the game. He also knows how to slow the tempo of the game and also increase the tempo. What I actually got happy about with the Spanish team is playing Rodri alongside Fabian. That has been the best midfield I've seen in this Euros, this tournament. They are all showing the class and they complement each other. Anytime Rodri moves forward, Fabian comes to cover. Anytime Fabian moves forward, Rodri comes to cover. But Rodri is a player that Pep Guardiola himself has said that he's the closest to Busquets. But Rodri is a bit physical. That's the only difference. And he knows how to score goals too. In fact, he has done a very beautiful game. And I think if he keeps out like this, he always will go far.
Chimsy, Nico Williams, we thought maybe he could have played for Ghana as you wearing the Ghana Black Stars JC. But then yesterday, a lot of clubs are also linked to him. And I thought he was just an ordinary player. But yesterday, he showed the class. And I understand why his senior brother didn't get the Spain national team to play. And he has gotten it so easily. What do you think about his performance yesterday?
Well, I would say that he didn't get the Spain team easily to catch up. It's just because he has some very, very good specialities, and I think that he's a very unique player because if you look at him, he's young, he has the pace, he has the skills. He has good finishing. The crosses are super. If to be able to play for a Spain national team, you need to have certain qualities, and so this is the reason why I think he got the chance. But looking at him, comparing him to his brother has also very good qualities, but the qualities of his Nico outweighs that of his brother. This is why I think he got a chance. Spain is also wanting to build their team on the young guys. At the moment, if you look at the boy, the way he's playing in the league, it's fantastic. He never gets tired. He runs, he kicks, he tackles. So I think that earns him the position in the Spanish national team. Not just in the Spanish national team, but the first 11.
Well, with Nico Williams, he was just massive, dribbling here and there. And his goal involvement was absolutely incredible because he actually made the cross and then Morata deflected a little bit and then the keeper touched it before it gets into the goal. With a lot of clubs, I understand Barcelona, Chelsea, and even Manchester United in a way, and Liverpool are actually linked with him. Which club do you think will develop him very well?
Yeah, well, if you look at the current situation at Barcelona, as well as Manchester United, you have realized that Barcelona I believe that they are trying to redevelop young players in order to hold up the team. So they have this project. I think that in the first place, if he needs to develop his game, Barcelona would be very good in Spain. Looking at Eric Ten Hag philosophy and policy, you see that he's also trying to build up the young guys in Manchester United. So I believe that if he decides to get to England, then I think Manchester United would be very, very good for him to, join up the developmental projects from young players. So these are just my feelings and what I think would be best for him.
Italy to be one of the best defensive national team when it comes to Euros or any competition. And yesterday they defended very, very, very well, and yet they were able to concede. Sami, take us through the defense of Italy yesterday.
I think I always love Italy for their defense, and anyone who watched the game would see that they really proved that they are the best when it comes to defense. And unfortunately, they played against the Spanish side, who always come with different attacks from the flanks. Yamin Yamal pushing, Nico Williams pushing, Morata pushing, and even from the midfield, Pedri doing his work. So you see that there was a lot of work, but see the tactical discipline from the Italians. It was brilliant. Donnarumma too on the day too made a couple of good saves, and I think if it was any other team who played against Spain, I think they would have considered more than 5 goals. Looking at just yesterday's game, they were tactical, they were compact. Another team who played like that was last tournament, that was in the World Cup, was Croatia. But this time we don't see them doing that again. But then that tactical ability of being compact together, Italy really showed that side of the game, and I think they did well. But unfortunately, they played against Spain, who is more attacking, and they had to suffer. That's why they conceded.
Yes, even though Italy was really pulled at the defense, but they did not also leave the attacking. They also did a lot of running, attacking, and I think on yesterday's game, even though I would say Spain played a higher part of the game, but Italy really did not only defend but also caused a lot of attacks up front. Yes, I really enjoyed the game, and you realize that even the goal that happened, they tried to prevent it, but it was just an unfortunate. I can also say it's just because of the pressure that was exerted on them. The defender, I think if the goalkeeper did not touch the ball, perhaps the defender could have got the chance to clear it, but the touching of the ball also caused a whole lot.
We know Jorginho to be like a defensive holding midfielder who absorb a lot of pressure and then be able to distribute ball, let Italy own possession. But yesterday we could not see much of him. Is it that because Italy was just dwelling on counter attacks, or maybe Rodri pair was just too much for Jorginho?
I think you have answered the question. I think yes, like Sami said, the build up of Spain's midfield yesterday was very intact, and so before you can break through, it's very difficult. It takes a lot too, and I think this is how Spain was able to break to take control of the midfield. I think Sami already said it initially. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know they can do very good. I think with the player that we had in Spain's game yesterday, it was a really rock for him to cut through.
Samuel, today's game, we just saw Ukraine actually nailing their first win into that group, and they have been able to secure that valuable 3 points. Because in the first half, we saw they were very sloppy, but second half they came back and then won that game. What do you make up of Ukraine in that group? Will they still qualify?
Yes, so I have affiliations towards Ukraine, and yes, my heart still beats for them. Fortunately or unfortunately, they lost their first game 3-0. I was expecting to see some attitude in today's game, but then in the first half, it was so floppy. It was really bad. I didn't know what was going on. It looked like they had lost the edge to fight. But then after the second half, I saw the team coming together. And mind you, if we watch today's game, it was very funny to see that the goalkeeper was dropped. Lonin was dropped.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
and I was like, yes, this is a statement. They mean business. I was happy and I was sad at the same time, because looking at what this keeper has done this football season and coming on the first game and making so much mistakes, I think his confidence dropped, so they had to drop him. But then looking at Ukraine coming in the second half, they came for business. They came, and fortunately for them, they were able to score 2 goals coming back from 1 goal. And I think it's going to push their morale to the last game. Even if they get a draw, I think it's going to be good for their qualification.
I mean, sometimes it's psychological. I think the coach did very well to drop his number one goalkeeper and then to put in the reserve. And of course, he also did very well, you know. So sometimes the coaches also need to build up their team psychologically. And I think this is what he did today. Initially, I was also wondering, what is he doing? I mean, I said, okay, he's the best man and he knows currently what is at camp. And it was a very bold decision to drop his number one goalkeeper to start with his reserve goalkeeper. And at the end of the day, I think it worked out well for him. So I would say that he did a good job. He did the mathematics well. Like Sami also said, in the first half, I mean, I was just wondering what's wrong with Ukraine, because looking at their way toward qualification matches and also, I mean, their friendly matches, they really played very well. And I was tipping them the best from the underdogs, you know, so to say. Looking at their first game, they totally lost control, and it happened this way. But it's football, and it happens sometimes like this. But when they came and you saw that they were really, really eager to do something. And I knew it, and I had the feelings that they would turn over the game because they have done it in 2 of their qualifying matches. So I was just sure that with the strength that they're putting in the second half, they're going to do something like previously. Yeah.
Lastly, the Austria-Poland game was incredible, and Sabitzer, actually his penalty was a massive addition to Austria winning that game. What do you think about Austria with Sabitzer performance? Jimson?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can see it from Sabitzer. He's a player. When he wants to do something, he does it. From the start of the game till the end of the game, he's so energetic. I don't even know where he gets his energy from. And he's just classic. When you could see that he was really eager to. But when he got a chance, he knew that his striker was going to flick the ball, even though he did not get it. So he took off, you know, and just took away the defender, and then they had to chase him from behind, you know. But I saw that he could have even scored it before, you know, but he delayed a bit, and the goalkeeper covered up, and then he tried to dribble the goalkeeper and still had the advantage. I think that, even to be very, very technical, I did not see this penalty to be a very clear penalty, because after he dribbled him, when he was falling, his leg hit the face of the goalkeeper who was lying down. The hands of the goalkeeper did not touch him. But at the end of the day, it was given a penalty. And like you said, it really closed down the game for Austria to win the game. And like I said, with Lima and Sabitzer, I mean, they're just... They never get tired. So you can imagine the kind of energy they are adding to the Austrian team.
The Austria, you know, looking at their game against France, I told myself that these guys, they have something to offer. Because the way they composed themselves, the way they played their heart out, I was like, nah, these guys will be the underdog of this tournament. And truly, we've seen them against Poland. Unfortunately, I don't know whether Poland, because Lewandowski has not been starting, I don't know, but their spirit seems to be very down. Looking at the first half to the second half, even when Lewandowski came, still we did not see any improvement from the team. But then, talking about the penalty, I think, you know, for me, I don't want the referee to give a penalty. But looking at the rules, it says that when there's an obstruction leading to a goal, no matter how little the contact is, it's supposed to be a penalty. So yeah, that would happen, and the yellow card was given. So people were actually talking about it, but per the rules of the game, it's a penalty. But then we will say that it was a soft penalty that was given to them. Also, we saw that a captain, the striker,
Arnautovic.
Yes,
Arnautovic
was in his mood, and we all know how good this guy has been playing for ages. And for him to get a goal like that, we saw him; he was in tears. This shows how these guys want to fight for their nations, and I hope that this tournament will continue to bring surprises for us, we keep enjoying.
I was even listening to the commentator. He was like, Rudnick knows what this boy can do, and this is the reason why he has called him even at the age of 35. He still starts him, and he just believed in him, and he really showed it today.
Yeah.
You could see that he even out of that, he had a yellow card because he was really bullying the defenders. And I think it also gave them the chance to also really penetrate through the Polish, the defense of the Polish. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for your time. And if you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and this will be coming your way time to time. Jim, say anything there?
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to also just give my contributions what I see best. So you guys have a wonderful evening.